All you have to do is follow the money and connect the dots. And depending on which side you fall on as far as your accusations towards people, it's very easy to connect these dots. All right, so where am I going with this? So as I was doing more reading on Wayfarer, and honestly, I'm actually a bit glad right now that there's nothing new developing, because I would let that consume me, and let's let a little time go by because yeah, this thing isn't going anywhere. So fuck what Twitter's talking about. By the way, Twitter, man, they have a good way of just burying things. All right, now I checked the latest on Twitter as far as Wayfair goes, and it it's alive, it's active. People are posting by the seconds. You go to so I mean it's there's no reason for it not to still be trending, but okay, whatever. I'll let them have that. And of course, the top news when it comes to Wayfair is just people debunking it. I'm throwing up quotations if you can't see me. Debunking it or dismissing it. And at the very top is of course, very fittingly, very conveniently, is a CBS employee just shutting it down. Just like the main point of this video, Snopes. I mean, people treat Snopes as their god for some reason. But I remember when this whole Epstein thing was considered false by Snopes, and don't you forget, if somebody can dig that up for me, please do. But Snopes once called what is now true false. Okay, and like I said in the last video, their reasoning for considering it's the audacity of a company like Snopes to say something of this magnitude is untrue. Who are you? You the CIA? You the FBI? Not like they're worth a damn, but come on now. I'm supposed. Oh yeah. And in their description of what Snopes is, it says the definitive blank 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 whatever. Definitive? Really? You the one source. So what you say is gospel. What you say is correct. That's what I'm supposed to take from your description, right? It's bullshit. Okay. At one point they said the Epstein thing was false. What are they saying now? All right. So, oh yeah, and you know who's funding these uh fact checkers? So I guess Snopes is a part of that. Whatever the Facebook fact checkers are. I don't know if Facebook has its own, but yes, the people who are funding it, two major names who are funding it, of course, Bill Gates and George Soros. Now connect the dots. Okay, George Soros is invested in Wayfair. We already know this. Both of them are invested in the Clintons, probably Joe Biden too. I don't know about that, but I do know that George Soros obviously invested in Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and the money from Black Lives Matter went to Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders and uh, some other federal campaigns. So I mean the connections they run relatively deep, and I mean goddamn you could that's a rabbit hole in itself, just finding what people are invested in. I mean they put it right there in front of you, so it's like it's a no brainer for a lot of us. And by the way, the Clintons also invest in Wayfair, but it's pretty much a no brainer for people who have caught on to a pattern previously to see exactly where the money's going, who they're affiliated with, and why they would try to invest in certain things. All right, just follow the money. All right, and that's it for now. I'll try to keep you up. Try to keep you updated with the Wayfair stuff. But everybody else is doing good jobs, man. Really breaks my heart to see you know, people so quick to dismiss something like this. I mean, I get it. It's a lot easier to just kind of put it away. It's a lot easier to sleep at night when you just deny something like that and leave it up to the media or the news to tell you uh, what's going on in the world. So good luck with that, by the way. Uh, but yeah. So best wishes.